So the Bible verses emphatically also express the point that we should not involve in this internet fraud. Example here, the book of Deuteronomy, written by Moses through the inspiration of God to the people of Israel, when he was telling them that they should have diligence in their work, as it says that the rain falling from the sky on the land and allows the plant to grow gradually, and God blesses the works of the hand and also reward diligence. And this was also reiterated in Deuteronomy 28, verse 12, saying similar thing that we should also have joy in working with our hands. Solomon also said in the book of Ecclesiastes 5 verse 19, saying that there's joy in one who works with his hand, who labor, for this is the gift of God, and he rejoices in it. So we see that it is good to work with the hand, not to defraud your fellow human beings, because it is not advisable to do so. It is satanic to defraud the human. For example, how do you imagine someone who is overseas, probably is a work person, a work person uh, working for his ends meet, and you are here using the internet fraud, digitally chatting the person, giving some products. Probably the person might be a business person who wanted that product, but because he wanted money without giving the product, he began to chat and marketing the product to the person so that the person get attracted to it, and you take the person money without delivering the product. This is fraud, and you affecting that person medically. Sometimes the person get depressed, and you are here driving your Jeep or Benz, or even buying cars or buying houses just and celebrating and living a luxurious life while the person is over there suffering medically. This is not done in Islam. It's not what Islam teaches us. That was why in one hadith in Sahih Muslim, Rasulullah said that man hamala alayna, anyone who come against us, who hurt us, falaysa minna, it's not part of us. Man ghashadna, anyone who cheats amongst us, falaysa minna, it's not part of us. So anyone who involves internet fraud is not part of the Muslims. No matter how you say it. Anyone who claims to be even associating with one who is very much aware that is a fraudster, because he wants to enjoy a luxurious life, be it a male or female who is a Muslim, is no longer a Muslim, because he has given his part because into shaitan. That's why it is advisable when you see someone you realize is a fraudster who involved in probably any fetish things just to enable him to tie the client in order to get money from him or her and enrich himself by buying some Benz or buying other things. At the end of it all, it will lead to vanity. So when you see your friend and you could not encourage your friend to go against it, to desist from it, and you support it and you enjoy with him and eat from it, and you take it to outing and you go and enjoy, you are part of them. You have been dining with the devil. At the end of the day, repercussion, the sin of that person, the one you have, because your good deeds will be taken away from you and given to the person who that person have defrauded. Even if the person is not even a Muslim, are you a Muslim and you supporting the person to defraud the other person abroad, then your good deeds will be taken away from you and given to that person. This is so bad. That's why we need to reject and not to object to it. Even personally, and myself, I don't encourage myself personally. I don't go to any gathering involving one who is known to be a fraudster. Be it is doing a wedding or a ceremony or even a birthday party, I don't involve myself with it, because I know doing so, I'm encouraging the person to defraud more. Just like you don't associate yourself with someone who drinks alcohol. If I sit with one who drinks alcohol, I'm also part of it. For example, if I encourage person to drink alcohol, I'm also part of it. If I marry the person and do this person who drinks alcohol, I'm part of it. This is the lifestyle we need to live, not to have connection with one who involves in social vices. Rather, we should encourage protecting the deen of Islam and going against those who do evil actions. This is what Rasulullah has taught us to do. Rasulullah has given us the ordinance, the privilege to make sure that we should follow the path of Islam. This is because Islam is the true religion of God, and we Muslims need to protect it. That's why let me tell you one thing you need to know. Shaitan has found the Bible, which I will emphasize from what is said in the book of Luke chapter 4 verse 1 to 12. When Jesus, after he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, look at the tactical method Shaitan used to defraud people. And this is the followers of Shaitan follow first. That's why even Jesus said, in book of John chapter 8, verse 44, that Satan is the father of lies. So anyone who lies are children of Satan. And look at, because when the people who defraud their fellow humans, they lie, they convert, they give some lumber, they use the word lumber to enable that client to fall victim into their hands. Now, just look at what Shaitan did to when Jesus was being living in the land of wilderness after he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights. He came out and was walking away. Satan put a stone and he stumbled. And he said, and when Jesus looked at and saw a stone, and the voice came out saying from Satan that turn the stone to bread. I know you're hungry. Turn that stone to bread. You are what? The Son of God. Jesus looked at it. He had the power to do so, given by God, but he refused to do so because the voice is not from God. Right, from Satan. He said, look how he said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded from the mouth of God. That what does it mean? It means that I obey every word from God. And I expect Muslims today, Christians alike, to obey the word from God, not word from Satan. It won't amount to anywhere. Now, secondly, when Satan knew he was being caught there, he went again and took Jesus Christ to a mountaintop and showed him all the things of the world, the luxurious life of the world, the beauty things, the glitters of the world. And he told Jesus that all these things are mine because the Bible mentioned it, that Satan is not the ruler of the world. It says in the Bible, he said, all these things are mine. That only what you do, just worship me, bow down and worship me. Jesus said that thou shalt not worship no other but God. This was to counter Satan. That even if you have all these material things on earth, be given by the permission of God, who is the creator of heaven and earth, but I will not worship you. I worship the one who created heaven and earth. This is good. That's why to see people who involve in their own business, they do not get it naturally. They go in fetish things. They go using sorceries to appease Satan, to worship Satan in order to get their wealth. Involving some things, it's normal today. That even to say yesterday they tie their clients. It's normal today. This is wrong in Islam. Doing that, you are promoting the worship of Satan. And thirdly, when Satan realized that he has been caught there, then he moved him towards a place. He moved him towards a place and he said that you are greater. The angels will respect you. Go down and the angels will guide you because you are what? The Son of God. And Jesus replied him, I cannot tempt the Lord thy God. That you cannot tempt God. Cannot because you have everything you want to do otherwise. No, rather be patient. I tell you, brothers and sisters, don't pursue yourself too much. That is why in Surah Al-Mutaffifin, I will end with this, the Surah. It says in the first three verses, وَيْلُ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ, woe to those who cheat, or woe to those who are defrauders. الَّذِينَ إِذَا اكْتَلُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ, those who, when they measure for me, they measure in full. And when it says, وَإِذَا كَلُّهُمْ وَأَوْزَنُّهُمْ يَخْسِرُونَ, when they measure or they wait for them, they go at loss. That's why I tell you, brothers and sisters, no matter how much money you get from your business, you put it in investment, eventually go into loss. So there is no life in there. Rather, invest with halal money. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, make sure you invest with halal money. And when you invest with halal money, Allah will multiply it. Just as the Bible also mentioned, when you plant and work with your hands, Allah will multiply it for you. And it will take time, but at the end of it, those who enjoy in the morning suffer in the evening, and those who suffer in the morning will enjoy in the evening. This is how life is. That's why in parable of what I just said is that those who are eager to get wealth at tender age, they suffer at their old age. And those who struggle in their tender age, using their manliness and youthfulness, they will enjoy when they get old. That is the best way in life. May Allah continue to increase our understanding and knowledge. May Allah continue to make us successful in this life and hereafter. May Allah also protect us against Shaitan and his cohorts. May Allah grant us good life. May Allah make us successful in this life. Ameen.